everyone, and welcome to Scrap Saturday. I hope you're all doing well. Here's another fantastic Felicity Jane layout. I love it so much. I think this is my husband's favorite. When I'm still, in the drying stage of my Heidi shine, I usually take out my layouts and show him because scrapbooking in the basement, he's just across from me, down the hall. And yeah, he actually stopped playing his video game. He's like, wow. He's like, you should buy more of this paper. I said, I did. So guess what? I'm allowed to play with this paper, guys. So this is going to be a really fun layout. I really like the tones of this as well. I love how it just changes, right? It's still me. It's still Monica scrapbooking, but just changing the paper, changing the color of my photo. I've said this already. I'm repeating it because when you repeat things, it becomes a habit. Changing. I love it because it's just reigniting my spark for scrapbooking, and I so recommend it. This is a photo of myself and my daughter, Gabriella. This was her birthday morning, and again, I'm journaling on that beautiful, it's my last tag. I'm cringing. My fingers are in my mouth. I'm cringing. But it's such a long story. I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to be honest because I think that's what you guys appreciate. It's the honesty, right? So it's a picture of her birthday, and when I woke up in the morning, I was so excited, and she was just sitting on the couch, right? And she's doing her thing, and she's turning 14. She turned 14. And I need to backtrack completely because she is a sugar bear. She is a darling. She is an absolute gem, but she's not an emotional person. Like, she is not wishy-washy or kitty-catty, or she doesn't pull any succotax. She never has. She's very tough. She's very strong. And as I've told you before in a different video, I definitely have a hand in that because as a parent or as a woman, as a human being, I have faults too, right? And I thank you kindly for all of your lovely comments, for the first picture that I showed you with Gabriella's graduation. And yes, I am blessed to be her mom. And she also tells me that she's blessed that I am her mom. And I gratefully and humbly take all of that love that you guys left me. But I'm still a mom. I'm still like you guys. I'm still imperfect in my perfect quest of this, whatever it is, right? And so this morning, I remember I came down and I'm all like, good morning, happy birthday. And I wanted to take a selfie with her. And I don't have any makeup on. It wasn't because it was, a vanity thing or anything like that. No, it was just because it's become some sort of social norm where we post everything, correct? And I'm just playing along with everyone because I really enjoy that. And I would be lying to you if I said to you, no, I don't like doing it. No, I like doing it. Plus, it's another place where I get to write my creative flow of what I felt. So as you can see, if you know my daughter, Gabriella, this is her total, I am not in the mood. I'm very angry with you, Mom. You're crossing the boundaries, right? And I've been doing a lot of reading on that and boundaries and how do we say no and how do we feel comfortable within ourselves to know where our limits are, right? But does that also mean within our children? And so what she taught me on this morning was that she's like, Mom, I don't want to take a picture with you. I don't want to take a selfie. I'm not in the mood. My hair is not in the right place. I'm just not feeling it right now. And I just forced it. I completely forced it. I was that mom. I was overbearing. I wanted my way. I wanted to post it. I had all this beautiful stuff in my head that I wanted to write. And I chased her around, and we were sitting in our dining room. We have one of those banquette type couches on one side of our long farm table. And I was just, fooling around with her. I was trying to get her. I was trying to hustle her into allowing me to cross her boundaries that she was clearly putting up and not being rude. I mean, you can see her face. It's realistic, but she was telling me no. And then in the smaller photos, you can see that I've got one where all my teeth are showing. I was just like acting like a tiger because I was making fun of her. I was like, why are you so cranky? And why don't you want to take a selfie with me? And you always take selfies with your friends and all that stuff. I mean, I think I crossed the line. I was very rude with her, and it was her birthday. And so in the small of behind that, my husband's trying to break all the anger and madness by hiding behind us and, you know, photo bombing our little photo shoot. And then it finally, we finally broke down. And that's when you see the top photo of the photo strip just underneath our main photo. You can see she cracked a smile finally. But what I had to learn in that day was I had to really take a step back and say, okay, Monica, so what just happened here? And why are you doing this to her? And why didn't you respect her boundaries? Because I think it kind of has a limit too, right? As parents, you do have to push your kids to do something. You have to inspire and motivate. But I think what I was doing was forcing instead of inspiring and motivating. And so I had to remember that she's growing up, right? And 14 for, my grandmother's age was marrying time. Like 14-year-olds were married, they had children. And in some places in the world, it still is a practice, right? And there's no disrespect to that. I mean, I'm not saying if it's right or wrong because I'm not the judge of that. But, my culture had that. People were married at a very young age. We just, have evolved to a sense where we believe that, now you can be older to get married and whatnot, and you can be free to do whatever you want, I believe. But as a parent, I think I had to really, really evaluate that this was such a special day for her, but I was hogging it. I was taking away her power. But then in the end, she was so grateful for it too, though. She understood because after our argument, because we look like we're laughing and everything worked out here. No, after these photos, we still had a blowout. We still talked about it because real life happens, right? Real life happens. It's not all a bucket full of roses all the time. And so, I sat there and I'm like, Gabriella, I just wanted a photo. And she's like, but Mom, I just wasn't ready. And that was it. And I had to let go. I had to really let go of that and understand that I have to ask for her permission, right? I have to understand that her boundary was that in that moment, I thought everything was okay and perfect and dandy, but for her, it wasn't yet. And so I love this picture. I do. I love this photo because it's a lesson that I learn as a parent. I'm so proud of myself for having understood and having had the sense to apologize to her and had that talk afterwards and humble myself to her and teach her that, yeah, sometimes mama bears screw up too, right? Sometimes social media gets the best of me and I want to pretend like, hey, look at us, look at this, it's Gabriella's birthday, blah, blah, blah. And I did post this. I don't remember if I exactly spoke about every single thing here, but her face is pretty angry. I think what I said was if you think it's difficult to take photographs of toddlers, then teenagers are not that far behind. And toddlers, it's because their boundaries is they don't even care. They have no idea what sitting still is because they're growing and they're beautiful and God bless, they're moving. Yes. Teenagers are completely different because you're holding them back from allowing them to tell you that no means no. Literally, it's not like a toddler no. It's a sincere adult no, even though 14 doesn't sound like an adult, but it almost is, right? And there's the confusion. There's the thing that I struggle with the most because when I grew up, my parents were in control of everything. They controlled when we ate, how we sat, who we spoke to, how it was. And these are traditions that I don't say in a negative sense, no. Some of them I think are valued and very important. And most of them I still translate with my own children because I think there's so much to be learned from that. But then there's the other side. It's called evolution, right? It's called growing and understanding and doing better because we know better, right? Maya Angelou, she says it all the time. I see all those quotes everywhere and we all know if you know better, you must do better, correct? And so I think I'm trying. There sure as hell is not perfect in my house. I have normal conversations with my kids, but sometimes I fly off the handle. And unfortunately, on her birthday, no shy of anything, I flew off the handle. So yeah, out of all that yappy, yeah, we have to connect as parents on here too, right? We're scrapbookers, but we're also parents, and we understand that there isn't, this perfect thing of, being the perfect mom or the perfect dad. Absolutely not, right? But at least if we can have a conversation with our children and say, I goofed. I really did. But I love you. I was trying so hard, guys. I'm still laughing. I'm sorry. It's not funny, is it? See, that's why I put that little die cut at the bottom that says smile. Maybe I should have put a question mark beside that. So I'm down to the little bits and bobs, and I like it. I kept it I think I can call this monochromatic, even though the smile has a tone of teal coming in there, but everything is that beautiful soft blush tones with the wood grain. Oh my gosh, this piece of paper is my wallpaper. No, I don't have wallpaper like that. I want to have wallpaper like that. I just love it. I just love everything about it. I love the way the Canon Selfie printed out these photos. I love the clarity of that, because with my PictureMate, I didn't have that. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm really finding that if I'm taking, quality photos and then when I print them like this, I don't know, it just changes everything for me. I really, really like that. I did bring in that flare badge that you see at the bottom, the one that says life. It is still a Felicity Jane flare badge, but it came with that other, the 30% shopping thing that I showed you guys. So it's part of something else, but I love flare badges, So I think it was like the perfect little touch at the bottom because, yeah, guess what? This is life. For sure, it was our life. And I didn't really have any other title for this because I didn't want to, like I said, it's my minimalistic, right? It's my minimalistic look. But now I come in with some stamping. And there's this really cute directional, like hand-drawn type arrow. And I thought it was perfect. And at first, I just stamp it onto the side of the two photo strips. And then I realized that it's so cute. I'm going to get to it. To point out where my husband's peeking out right there. Yep, that's his eyeball because he's so funny and so crazy. But he's also such an amazing dad and a supportive husband is what I was going to say, because he realized that things were going downhill really fast and he came to the rescue with his sarcasm and his silliness. And I so adore him for that because he understood both sides. He understood that she just didn't want to, but that I was being, the crazy mom. And so the bottom of it, it's another one of those stamps. I've used this one like at least 4 times. I love the saying, just the way you are. It seems to be something that I'm really learning, that I'm just going to accept my kids just the way they are because I'm so blessed and they teach me so much. It's so endearing because you think it's us teaching them, right? No, it's them teaching us all the way. She just inspires me to be such a humble and best version of a mom that I can be. And she allows me to go cuckoo bananas when I need to. And she's like, hey, Mom, I get it. Because she's so simple like that, right? She's not emotional. She was just like, it's done. I get it, Mom. It's okay. It's great. It's not that bad, she says. It's not that bad, she said. I don't think I stamped that one on the side. I think I was trying to do too much. As I was just trying to put so much. I don't even remember. I have to take a look. I hope that wasn't too loud as I pull it out. Yeah, no. I stamped nothing else, guys. Oh, no, I do. I put nonstop fun at the top. I do. Because it's so cute and I love like the black VersaFine is amazing with the Felicity Jane stamps. If you haven't tried it out, it's very good for the small baby types stamps with a very fine printing details. I just love it. It dries very nicely. I go between that one and the Hero Arts, the charcoal gray one. And of course, my favorite part is the way that the Heidi Shine Gold dried up on this one. It was just so delicious. Big hugs, lots of kisses, and I'll see you soon.